I'm back here in the RHR studio, here in the Catskill Mountains, Summit, New York. Unfortunately, I do not have my streaming of myself inside the video here. We're limited on two things. We're limited on bandwidth with the internet here, and we're CPU bound by the Mac Mini we're using. So I'm going to be able to stream at least the audio and the visual of me operating from the console here. So I'm in isolation. I'm up in the Catskill Mountains. My wife, who's a nurse, is down just north of New York City. And we had to separate because she's working with coronavirus patients. And so it's the situation. I'm up here in the Catskill Mountains. I'll just show you where I'm located. I just brought up this photo of my location up here in the Catskill Mountains, about 200 miles north of New York City. It's a beautiful location, but it's very cold up here, and we have snow on the ground. Basically, what you see in this photo right here is basically what it looks like here this morning. Other than this picture was taken with blue skies, we have overcast skies. So I'm live from the RHR studio. Good morning, good afternoon, Chris, and good afternoon, Odd. It's now coming up on 10 a.m. 10 a.m. here. I'm going to turn up the volume and see how the band sounds. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use, please? Hello, CQ, CQ20, CQ20, CQ20. This is Whiskey 2 Radio Echo. Whiskey 2 Radio Echo, QRZ. CQ, CQ20, CQ, CQ20, CQ20. Whiskey 2 Radio Echo. Whiskey 2 Radio Echo, QRZ, 20 meters. Okay, 2 CQs, no answer. This is unusual. CQ20, CQ20, CQ20. Whiskey 2 Radio Echo. Whiskey 2 Radio Echo, QRZ, 20 meters. Is that Radio Fox 1 Fox? Okay, very good. From Algeria, 7 X-Ray 2 Radio Fox. You're 5 and 7, 57. QSL?
Okay, QSL, you are 59, okay?
Okay, thank you for the 5 and 9. What's your name? Your name?
Okay, my name is Bashir. Bravo Alpha, Charlie Oscar India Romeo. Bashir, okay?
Okay, Bashir, very good. Thanks for calling in from Algeria. You're 5 and 7, 57 in Maine. My name is Ray. Romeo Alpha Yankee. QSL?
Okay, Ray, QSL, no problem. I copy you and I see you in internet, okay?
Okay, Bashir, good. Thanks for watching. 7 X-Ray 2 Radio Fox out of Algeria. Thanks for calling in. 73.
Good luck, 73. Bye-bye.
Thank you. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Radio Echo.
Italy Alpha Zulu.
Whiskey 2 Radio Echo DK4UV.
Okay, Delta Kilo 2 United Victor. You're 5 and 9, 59. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Delta Kilo number 4 Uniform Victor. 4 Uniform Victor. If you call correct, Whiskey 2 Echo Romeo. This is Delta Kilo 4 Uniform Victor. You're 5-9. Handle here is Hardy. Location near the University of Heidelberg. Go ahead.
Okay, very good. Delta Kilo 4 United Victor. I think you said the name is Hardy. Maybe you may want to make the correction on that. My call sign is Whiskey 2 Romeo Echo. Whiskey 2 Romeo Echo, and I'm in the state of Maine. QSL?
Roger, Raimon. I see we have had 3 QSOs before. 2017, 2010. Nice to meet you again here. I believe you are in the contest, and good luck. And have a nice Eastern time, and take care about the virus which we have around the world. 73 for now.
73. I'm in self-isolation because of the virus. Take care. Bye-bye. Whiskey 2 Radio Echo, QRZ.
Radio Kilo 4 Foxtrot Delta.
Booming signal out of Russia. Radio Kilo 4 Fox Delta 59 plus. Over.
Okay, Roger. Whiskey to Radio Echo, Radio Kilo 4 Fox Delta. Your Kilo Echo here, also 59 plus strong signal here. Name is Poland, location European Russia. Okay, thanks for the contact. Good weekend. 73, good luck.
73, take care. Radio Kilo 4 Fox Delta, thanks. Whiskey 2 Radio Echo.
Kilo 4 Oscar Zulu. Oscar Zulu 5 Echo.
Okay, Kilo 4 Oscar Zulu on the back of the beam. Good evening, or good afternoon, or good morning. Actually, good morning to you. You're 5 and 9, 59. QSL?
QSL, you're 5 and 9, North Carolina. Thanks for the contact.
Okay, be safe, be well. Happy Easter, thanks. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Radio Echo.
Romeo 3 Echo Victoria.
Radio 3 Echo Victoria, big signal out of Russia, 59 plus. My name is Ray, Romeo Alpha Yankee.
QSL Ray, very good morning. Also like local BBC station 59 plus. Name is Larry. Lima Alpha Romeo Yankee. Over.
Okay, very good, Larry. You're 59 plus 10, 59 plus 10. QSL?
QSL plus 15 to 20 decibels 9. All service and 73, Baba.
73, thanks. Whiskey 2 Radio Echo, QRZ.
Oscar Zulu 5 Echo.
Oscar Zulu 5 Echo. Oscar Zulu 5 Echo. Booming 59 plus in Maine. Over.
Yeah, you're very, very loud here as well. Super conditions. I'm really pleased. Name's Andrew. I'm sure we've worked before, but I don't have an electronic log. But you're sounding great, and we've had a sunny day, and everything's fine. How are things with you?
Okay, very good, Andrew. Well, I'm self-isolated. I'm up here in the Catskill Mountain, 200 miles north of New York City. My wife is a nurse, and she's been taking care of COVID-19 patients. And she did not want to infect the rest of the family in case she got sick. So we're up here in the Catskill Mountains, 200 miles north of New York City. I'm operating a station remote in Maine. I'm operating remote to a station in Maine where I'm running 5 over 5 over 5. And I'm operating the station from my PC. No radio here locally, just operating from a computer. QSL?
Yeah,
where I am.
About the same here. I'm about only 10 miles from the antenna.
This is where I'm
the
physically
radio, but
sitting.
Operating remotely as well for no particular reason. I just always do that. And you're sounding great. And I've been away from the radio, so I'd like to know if the radio is sounding okay. I have no idea because everything has been gathering dust. But now I'm also sort of isolated, so on the radio. It's a great time for amateur radio. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good, Andrew. Yep, it's a good time for amateur radio. Absolutely. At least it's keeping us busy. While I'm up here in the mountains, I can do two things. I can go outdoors, which is very cold today. It's below freezing. It's only about 29 degrees Fahrenheit at the moment, very windy, and we have snow on the ground. Or I can stay indoors and play on the radio or watch TV. So that's what I'm doing. I'm playing on the radio here. My wife is a nurse. She's off this weekend, but she says she's feeling ill, so it's possible that she's been infected. She's about 120 miles south of me. And it's a very rough situation here, my friend, here in New York. We've had family members die from the coronavirus, so very difficult times. QSL?
Yeah, QSL, Oscar Zulu 5 Echo in QSO with W2 Radio Echo. And, awful time. But then you should sit down and write a poem or write a novel or write a song and use the time well. And of course the radio, it all helps a little bit. It helps a little bit to be able to talk to people. I think it's a very good time for amateur radio. Everything else is not that good, but it's great for amateur radio. But you're sounding good. You're sounding very, very fit, and I hope things are going well with you. Oscar Zulu 5 Echo.
on frequency.
Yeah, okay, very good, Andrew. Well, thank you very much for the information. Really appreciate the chat. And the best wishes to you and your family up there in Denmark. Oscar Zulu 5 Echo, Whiskey 2 Radio Echo 73. Bye-bye.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see you very, very soon again on the air, I'm sure. And lovely to talk to you this afternoon. Oscar Zulu 5 Echo, QSY.
73, thanks. This is Whiskey 2 Radio Echo, QRZ. The frequency's in use. Somebody's coming right up on the frequency here. I don't understand how they cannot hear me. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Radio Echo.
Golf 0 Echo Oscar uniform.
Golf 0 Echo Oscar uniform. A very good afternoon to you over there in the United Kingdom. You're 5 and 9, 59 into the state of Maine. Over.
Yeah, okay there, Ray. 5 and 9 also. Nice to work you again. You stay safe. Happy Easter, and hope all goes well with the
Thanks, Richard.
Doing a very
hey, Daniel, John.
job that he's doing there, Ray. Over.
Yeah, we're trying to stay. We're self-isolating up here in the Catskill Mountains, 200 miles north of New York City. I have no choice to be where I am. My wife is a nurse, and she's dealing with the COVID-19 patient directly. And very trying times here. We've had family members die from the virus, so we're trying to stay away from the fray. QSL?
Yeah, QSL there, Ray.
Really bad.
I did hear the last conversation.
Here's where I am.
You said your good lady wants too special, so I hope that's just a blip, and we all wish her the best there, Ray. And it's quite desperate over here, but it looks as though New York and round those is getting quite bad. So there you go. I don't know what the outcome will be, but you take care of yourself there, Ray. Like we're trying to do here. Best 73s. Nice to work you again. W2RET0EOU with a dodgy voice, over.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's not anything there. I hear you trying to clear your voice there. Yeah, very difficult times here. Very, very difficult. What's being reported on the news is not the actual facts. There's some misleading things that are going on. Here in New York, in the metropolitan area, nursing homes are totally infected with the virus. It's been spreading around in the nursing homes, and people are dying without even being tested. They're just reporting them of dying of natural causes when they're actually dying from the virus. And that's a known fact. It's going to be eventually reported on the news, but the death rate is much, much higher than being reported because they're not actually giving you the correct information from the nursing homes. So you'll be hearing more about that soon. Anyway, thanks for calling in, 73, and take care. Golf 0, Echo Oscar United, Whiskey 2, Radio Echo, 73, bye-bye.
Hotel Bravo 9, Hotel Bravo Yankee.
All the best to you, X-Royale. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye, 73. Hey, Luke, you almost knocked me off the chair. 5-9 plus 20, 5-9 plus 20. Hotel Bravo 9, Hotel Bravo Yankee, Whiskey 2, Radio Echo.
Yes, okay. Whiskey 2 Radio Echo, Hotel Bravo 9, Hotel Bravo Yankee. Thank you for a 5920.
Good morning, Ross. David.
You report in 59 plus 59 plus plus. And it's live Facebook and it's live Facebook my page. Thank you for the contact 73 and best 73 and good weekend and toute bonne 73. Sorry, my English and limit. Thank you, Ray. À bientôt.
Okay, very good, Luke. Very good. Congratulations. Very happy. Been watching your live stream. Doing excellent. Very good. Fine business job. Keep on doing it. Keep on streaming, my friend. Looking beautiful. I know your English is limited, so maybe I hope you understand. Keep streaming. Hotel Bravo 9, Hotel Bravo Yankee, 73, Happy Easter from Whiskey 2 Radio Echo.
Yes, Whiskey 2 Radio Echo, Hotel Bravo 9, Hotel Bravo Yankee. Thank you, live at Facebook. Thank you, and best 73, and good weekend, Ray. 73, ciao.
Okay, 73, thanks for calling in. This is Whiskey 2 Radio Echo.
Radio 2, Radio Tokyo.
Okay, let me just turn the volume down here for a second. So let me explain what's going on. So I'm in self-isolation. I'm up here in the northern Catskill Mountains, 200 miles north of New York City. My wife is a nurse working in Westchester County, the second county with the most cases in the United States outside of New York City. She's directly in contact with COVID patients. She's been taking care of them. She's been in full body mask and protection. Last night, we had a relative of ours, a cousin, die, 55 years old, from the virus. Things are very difficult here. So I'm self-isolating up here in the Catskill Mountains with Bobby and his girlfriend, Megan, fiance. And we're just hanging out in this place here in the Catskill Mountains. This is the Contest QTH that I built in 2010. And I'm just hanging out up here. Lori's off this weekend. She just spoke to her via FaceTime. She's not feeling very well this morning. She thinks she might actually be coming down with the COVID-19, or she may have it. So I told her to reach out to the doctor and see if she can be tested. So that's the story here from New York. I'm physically in New York. I'm 200 miles north of New York City. I do not stream my video of me operating because I'm limited bandwidth here. And my CPU, I'm CPU bound by the Mac Mini I'm using. So I can at least stream the console. And I hope that's working out okay. So I'm going to turn the volume up and continue on. So let's keep on continuing here and working some DX from my PC. Okay, QRZ, Whiskey 2, Radio Echo.
Kilo Papa 3, Delta Alpha.
Kilo Papa 3, Delta Alpha, 5 and 7.
Thank you very much. You're 572 here in Puerto Rico. You have a nice signal. My name is Brian, Robert.
Okay, Brian in Puerto Rico. Nice to hear you. I'm beaming towards Europe, so you're on the side of my beam. Good to hear you. Stay safe in Puerto Rico, my friend. My name is Ray, Romeo Alpha Yankee.
Hello, Ray. Nice to make your acquaintance here in the QSO from New York. I think it's my first one in 20 meters in the single sideband. I'm only using 100 watts on a cardboard antenna here on top of my roof. Roger?
Yeah, okay, very good. I'm actually transmitting from Maine. I am physically in New York operating remote. I'm in self-isolation here in the Catskill Mountains. Thanks for calling in. Kilo Papa 3, Delta America in Puerto Rico. Whiskey 2, Radio Echo.
Thank you very much for replying to my call.
Sugar Papa 3, Charlie, Sugar Papa 3, Canada, Mexico, X-ray.
Okay, Brian, thanks for calling in, 73. QRX, 1 moment, Europe. Stand by, Europe. Any stations outside of Europe, make your call. Yeah, I got to QRM. Somebody moved right in on my frequency here. QRZ, anybody, anywhere. Whiskey 2, Radio Echo.
Whiskey 9, stroke, Victor 31, Kilo Charlie.
Okay, really loud on the back of the beam. Very surprised. Whiskey 9, stroke, Victor 31, Kilo Charlie. You're 5 and 9, 59 on the back of the beam. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you very much. You're 5'9 plus 10 coming into Waukegan, Illinois. Looking at your QRZ page, very impressive setup you have there. Back to you.
Yeah, okay, very good. I'm operating from Maine. I'm operating remote. I'm physically in New York in self-isolation. I'm running 1 kilowatt, running 5 over 5 over 5, beaming Europe. QSL?
Oh, QSL. So you're remoting the same station I see on QRZ?
Probably, yes. Probably the first photos you see on QRZ. I think those are the photos that I'm operating the station. QSL?
Okay, QSL, yeah, doing a fine job. I'm running a small station, Spec 6600M.
Hey, Chris.
And
yeah, difficult times.
400 watt solid state, and X-Beam also homebrew about 25, 30 feet above ground. The name here is Dennis.
Hey, Kevin. Okay, Dennis, good to hear you. Thanks for calling in. Really appreciate it. Got a lot of station calling in. Be safe, be well there in Illinois. Whiskey 9, stroke, Victor 31, Kilo Charlie. Whiskey 2, Radio Echo, 7-3. Thank you. QRZ, Whiskey 2, Radio Echo. Something ending X-ray again?
Fox 8 Delta Whiskey Hotel.
Oh, okay, Fox 8 Delta Whiskey Hotel, very strong. 5'9 plus 20 here in Maine, over.
Okay, Ray. Our booming signal 5915 dB over 9. That is moment 26 degrees centigrade from the Bordeaux. Very strong. Very curious moment WX-ray. My name is Bruno Bravo, Romeo Uniform November Oscar. QSL Ray.
Okay, very good, Bruno. Very good. You're sounding fantastic. 20 dB over S9. I am physically in self-isolation here in upstate New York in the Catskill Mountains, operating the station remote. Thanks for calling in. 73, Bruno. Bye-bye.
Okay, Ray, please, my modulation is correct. My news microphone, transceiver Fox Tango Delta X-ray 101 Delta, microphone mic 100 Yazoo QSL.
Yeah, microphone audio sounds very good. Very good audio. QSL?
Oh, thank you very much, my friend. 73 is the best to you and the family. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Sounding good, my friend. Thank you for calling in. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Radio Echo.
Sugar Papa 3, Charlie.
Okay, the Sugar Papa 3 out of Poland. Sugar Papa 3 again. Sugar Papa 3.
Sugar Papa 3, Charlie 4 X-ray. Sugar Papa 3, Charlie Mike X-ray.
Okay, Sugar Papa 3, Charlie Mike X-ray. Very good. You're 5 and 9, 59. My name is Ray, Romeo Alpha Yankee in the state of Maine. Over.
Roger, Ray. Okay, Ray, you're 5 and 9. Beautiful copy, and looking to your video. Very nice. Thank you so much. 5 and 9. My name is Mietek. 73. Good luck. Bye-bye.
Okay, Mirtek, thanks for calling in. 73, happy Easter. Bye-bye. QRZ? Okay, the station in Russia, United Alpha, go ahead.
United Alpha 3, Bravo Lima.
Okay, United Alpha 3, Bravo Lima. Nice signal out of Russia, 5 and 9. QSL?
Okay, thank you. Also 5-9. And are you in the contest?
No, I'm not in the contest, but if you're looking for point 001, QSL?
Roger, I put in my log 001 for you 090, and you have to give some numbers to other contestants, okay?
Yeah, if other people call me, I will give out points. No problem. 73, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Whiskey 2 Radio Echo, QRZ. Mike 0, India Hotel Kilo, 5 and 9.
Yeah, QSL Ray, you're 59 plus 10 into Scotland, over.
Yep, you're sounding great from Scotland. Good to hear you. I'm operating from Maine, sitting on the coast of Maine. QSL?
Yeah, QSL Ray. I think I got your call sign. Is it Whiskey 2 Radio Echo, over?
Yeah, that's correct. That's the call sign. I'm physically in New York. I'm in isolation in the Catskill Mountains, about 200 miles north of New York City. But I'm operating remote into a station on the coast of Maine in Jonesport, Maine, where I'm running 5 over 5 over 5 at 175 over 123 over 71, beaming in your direction. QSL?
QSL Ray, Whiskey 2 Radio Echo, this is Mike 0 India Hotel Kilo returning. Well, you're doing a very good job, Ray, and very good working conditions. Just out of interest, Ray, what transceiver are you remoting into, over?
Yeah, okay, very good. I'm actually transmitting from a K3, an Ellicraft K3, and running an Expert 1.5 kilowatt amplifier, running 1,500 watts on the peak. And the radio's an Ellicraft, the K3 at the transmitter site. QSL?
Yeah, QSL, well, the K3 sounds very good, doing a very good job. I'm running a Kodan NGT, which is an Australian commercial radio.
I'm going to turn the antenna to the west and let this guy know he's killing me.
25 watts, Ray, and I'm using a vertical half-wave end-fed resonance for this frequency, over.
Yeah, well, it's doing a great job for you. You're sounding fantastic. I got some QRM. Somebody moved in within a half a KC of me. I've been on 155.5 for quite a bit. and somebody came on 155 or 156 and just really giving me a hard time here. So I'm pointing one of the antennas west so he can actually hear me. 73, thanks for calling in. Mike 0, India Hotel Kilo, Whiskey 2, Radio Echo, 73, bye-bye. Okay, Italy Zulu 5, is that United Germany Papa, is that correct?
Bravo. Yeah, that's correct, Ray. Best 73 and November 3, for you here in this side. I'm Fab, Foxtrot Alpha Bravo, Tuscany, Italy, over.
Okay, Fab in Tuscany, very good. You're 5 and 9, 59, Fab. I'm located on the coast of Maine, running 5 over 5 over 5. I now just turned the top antenna to the west here, so that person that's QRMing can hear me. Obviously, he must have a really tight filter, Fab. You're sounding fantastic. Fabulous. 5 and 9 plus. QSL?
Roger, Ray, no problem. Thanks for the 5 and 9 plus here also. Yeah, I have a problem.
So that I just don't use it.
So, okay, Rick, once you get back to your
You out antenna. You're coming 59 plus, no problem. Thank you very much for you. I hope to meet you again in the future here on the band. And Best 73 have a good Easter for you and yours. Bye-bye from Bob in Italy. 73, thank you, Ray. Ciao.
Okay, ciao. Very good. Yeah, I found out where the QRM is coming from. 156. I can't believe somebody would come a half a KC on top of me and start a QSO. So anyway, good to hear you. Thank you very much for the QSO. Italy Zulu 5, United Germany Papa, Whiskey 2, Radio Echo, 73. Bye-bye.
Ciao, Ray. Thank you. 73. Bye for now.
Okay, 73. Bye for now. I'm beaming two directions. I'm beaming Europe and stateside. Anybody, anywhere. Whiskey 2, Radio Echo.
Mexico, Charlie. Golf 6, Mike Charlie.
Golf 6, Mike Charlie, booming 59 plus into the state of Maine. Good afternoon, good evening.
Good afternoon there, Ali. Nice to catch you on 20 for the first time. Operator is Neil, and we've worked quite a few times on 80, Ray, okay?
Yeah, okay, very good, Neil. I'm in self-isolation up here in the Catskill Mountains. I don't know if you caught the mail, but the wife is a nurse and working directly with COVID-19 patients, so we escaped up here in the mountains. So we don't get infected with the virus, and I'm operating remote into a station in Maine. QSL?
QSL, Ray. I've been listening for quite a while now. I stand to see the 5, 9 plus 20. I want to try to get as many stations coming to you to hear me in the back of the box, so you're very popular once again this afternoon. I want to catch you on 80 once again. W2RE from Golf 6 Mike. Catch you later, Ray. Good afternoon. Good luck.
Okay, 73. Thanks. Appreciate the call. This is Whiskey 2 Radio Echo, QRZ20. Okay, Italy November 3, Radio Tango Bravo, ciao, you're 59 plus, over.
Roger, very good morning, Ray. Raimondo, 5 and 9, uso signal in North Italy. 5 and 9, excellent signal in Trento. My name is Renzo. I feel contact through excellent station. Very good morning, Raimondo. Buona Pasqua for you, your family. Radio Echo 2, W2 Radio Echo, Italian, November 3, Radio Tango Bravo, 723.
Okay, Renzo, very good. Italy November 3, Radio Tango Bravo. Thank you very much for calling in. I wish you and your family a happy Easter. 73, my friend. Ciao.
Ciao, buona Pasqua.
Italy United 5.
Okay, 73. Bye-bye. Ciao. Hey, good evening, Desk. Golf 4, Oscar Baker, Whiskey 2, Radio Echo.
Yeah. Good morning to you, Ray. You're coming in very, very well here. We've got a corker of a day. Sunshine, blue sky. Already it's about 77 degrees. It's very warm here. You escaped to the mountains then. You got out of the way, Ray, did you, QSL?
Yeah, it got really bad, the deaths. Really, a lot of things have gone really bad here recently. So the wife is directly working with COVID-19 patients. And and that started early this week. So me, Bobby, and Bobby's girlfriend, fiance, we headed to the mountains. So we're up here in self-isolation, up here 200 miles north of New York City. And then last night, Lori found out a cousin of hers passed away at 55 years old from the virus. It's really, really bad here in the metro New York area. It's being underreported deaths. The nursing homes in the New York metropolitan area are infested with the disease, with the virus, and it's not being reported because the people in the nursing homes are not being tested, but they're dying from it. I think I know the reason why, but I won't say it on the air. You're sounding great, as always, Des. 5-9 plus. Golf 4 Oscar Baker, Whiskey 2, Radio Echo.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's terrible news. And, I've been seeing on the news here about the mass burials on the Hart Island on the Bronx. You know, it's like a scene out of a wartime movie. They're putting all them caskets in the ground, dozens and dozens of them. You know, it kind of brings it home to you what's really going on there. And I know there's been a huge amount of deaths in the New York area. But God bless your XYL, and I hope the Lord keeps us safe because, people like that are needed. You imagine if you were sick and there was no one to care for you, just imagine what that would be like, Ray, QSL.
Well, she told me this morning she's feeling under the weather, so I don't know. I told her to call the doctor and see if she can get tested because this thing is very highly contagious, and it got into these nursing homes because they opened up. Basically, what happened is in the state of New York and New Jersey, the governor signed these executive orders which required that any hospital facility that had open beds must take COVID-19 patients, not thinking about the long-term effects, what would happen to these patients in nursing homes that are already sick. And, they can catch, anything instantaneously, especially with a highly contagious virus. So it's really, really bad here, Des. And with her cousin dying at 55, I think it's starting to hit her really hard. Us being separated from her being home alone, her losing a cousin last night, and her dealing with patients dying on a daily basis. She told me yesterday a patient died, so the morgue came in to pick up the body, and they poured bleach all over the body because they don't want to get infected from it. Go ahead.
Oh, bleach. Man, it's crazy, isn't it? We saw this kind of stuff with HIV and AIDS back in the mid-80s. They were burying people with big slabs of concrete on top in case the virus leaked out of the grave. It's all a bit, this is like a war, isn't it? This is kind of a wartime mentality. And a lot of this stuff that's going on is crazy. It's just crazy. The whole world doesn't really know what to do. What I did see this morning is that back here in one of the universities in Oxford, in one of the Oxford universities, in one of the labs, they've got a prototype vaccine which they are about 80% sure will work, and that will be ready by about September. So there is some hope, but it's what's happening right now, Ray, QSL.
Yeah. Well, that'd be fantastic because they said the earliest a vaccine could show up is in 18 months. So if they got something coming in September, that'd be fantastic. But I could tell you, from my personal experience dealing with this, it is not good. It is not good at all. I now have a family member that has died from it. My wife is telling me these horror stories, and now she's feeling ill. Me, Bobby, and Megan are up here in the Catskill Mountains. We're kind of like isolated. We're in a good position here because up here there's not many cases here. But we don't want to go out because we don't know 100% sure if we're even carrying it or not. I don't feel ill, but you just never know. Go ahead.
Well, that's right. There will be some people that'll be carriers, but they may never show symptoms. I mean, they're talking here, there may be a number of people that have already had it, and they don't, they felt kind of unwell, maybe in December, maybe even earlier. and they may have had it, you know, and they may be immune. They don't really know. But I know there's an awful lot of work going on in the university buildings here in Cambridge and in Oxford to try and get something moving. And I think there may be some hope on that. You know, I think they may get something workable within the next 3 or 4 months. But, you know, but by that time, I think most countries will be over the peak. You know, it'll be sort of starting to decline. But it's a question of being able to get people back to work and everything back up and running. And, you know, it's a Herculean task. And it's really an awful situation. I know, Karen, you're telling me that underreporting it there.
That was a static crash.
You know,
lightning somewhere.
It doesn't surprise me. I mean, it's a catastrophe. There's no other way to describe it. Hey, Ray, you stay well, my friend. Keep in touch there, and God bless your family. W2RE G4ODB. We'll catch you soon, my friend. Take care, okay?
Yeah, okay, very good, Des. Well, I know the whole world's working on a vaccine. You know, between the United States, Great Britain, and the rest of the world, I'm sure we'll come up with something here sooner than later, but it's really, really devastating what's going on around the world and here in New York. So I don't know what was the reason why New York got hit the hardest than any other place in the world. I just don't understand it. Maybe because a lot of people traveled from different parts of the world into the airports here, but right now we're really feeling the effects here. The New York Times just wrote an article this morning. I've been saying this for a couple weeks now. The New York Times wrote an article this morning about the virus spreading throughout their nursing homes in New York metro area, and they are reporting exactly what I thought was going to happen. That most of these patients in the nursing homes are going to die because they already have underlying conditions and there's no way of stopping the spread. These nursing homes are just understaffed. There's not enough nurses, not enough protective gear. And this is the one thing that hasn't been reported until today. The New York Times did the report on it today. So a lot of the reports of people dying are very underestimated. Because the people dying in the nursing homes, you're just reporting them dying of whatever underlying condition they had. But they're really dying from the COVID-19. That's just put them over the top. Anyway, good to hear you, Des. 73, take care. Golf 4, Oscar Baker, Whiskey 2, Radio Echo, 73.
Yeah, well, on a passing note there, Ray, last week I was looking at flight radar, and last week there was plenty of flights going into John F. Kennedy Airport. Plenty of planes going in there from all over the place, you know. So there's a lot of movement there in New York, and I guess that's what caused it. Take care, my friend. See you soon. G4ODB. Ciao.
Okay, ciao, Des. Good to hear you. Yep, you're absolutely right. I don't think we're taking the dramatic steps. I don't think we're doing the right thing. I think we need to shut everything down. They're getting a little false hope here, I think. 73, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Ray. 73.
Thank you. QRZ, Whiskey 2, Radio Echo. Okay, X-Ray Charlie Zulu, what's your prefix?
Yeah, Mike 0, X-Ray Charlie Zulu. I repeat, Mike 0, X-Ray Charlie Zulu.
Okay, Mike 0, X-Ray Charlie Zulu, good afternoon. You're 5 and 9, 59 in the state of Maine, over?
Yeah, many thanks for that. As usual, you're 5'9 plus 10. We have had a QSO fairly recently. I was, while you were talking to Golf 4, Oscar Bravo, I was looking at your QRZ page. Wow, that is some aerial system you have there. You must be very proud of that. And it's doing great things for you. Back to you, Ray. Whiskey 2 Radio Echo, Mike 0, X-Ray Charlie Zulu.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, give me your name again, your name?
Yeah, the name is Mark. Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, Mark.
Okay, very good, Mark. Good to work you. Yeah, I've been talking to Desk Golf for Oscar Baker for a number of years. And I just gave him details on what's going on here since he's a personal friend. Yeah, it's pretty rough times here, Mark. Very rough. And yes, this is a remote station that I'm operating from. I have about 30 stations that I can remote into here in the U.S. and abroad. But this seemed to be my favorite station to remote into because I seem to have a little bit more gain here. I'm running 5 over 5 over 5, sitting right on the Atlantic Ocean in Jonesport, Maine, and I'm operating remote. All I'm doing here locally is I got a PC in front of me, a Mac Mini with a screen here, and I'm operating remote just from Google Chrome, Chrome browser, and I'm operating that remotely into the station in Maine, which is about 400 miles from me. The rig at the transmitter site is a K3 running about 1,400 watts on a peak with an expert 1.5K amplifier. You're sounding fantastic, Mark. Very nice audio. Good to hear you. Mike Zero, X-Ray Charlie Zulu, Whiskey 2, Radio Echo.
Yeah, well, thanks for the nice report. Just running 100 watts, 100 watts, ICOM 7300, and a half-size G5 RV up at about 8 or 9 meters. Sounds like
hey, David, Kevin.
Put many hours and many days and weeks and months into your amateur radio. You put me to shame. I am still struggling to get Fox Tango 8 up and running. I've recently retired, so I have no excuses not to put more time into radio, especially, of course, we have the lockdown or the semi-lockdown. Such a shame that New York is on the news every day for all the wrong reasons. My wife and I, we love New York. We had the typical Manhattan trip about 2-3 years ago, and we loved it, and looking forward to coming back in retirement when we can. Back to you, Ray. Whiskey 2 Radio Echo, Mike Zero X-Ray Charlie Zulu.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mark. Yep, I completely understand. And, well, I'm about 200 miles north of Manhattan, and we're way up here in the mountains. The Catskill Mountains range is on the other side of the Hudson River, and it's between, I'm not too far from Albany, New York, about 45 miles southwest of Albany, New York. And we're just keeping ourselves safe here. And unfortunately, the wife is still working inside the battle zone. And so we're just going to try to wave the storm here. Hopefully, it's not too long that we have to stay up here. But so far, it's been day number 4 up here in the mountains. Great to hear you. Thanks for calling in. And yet, one comment: I spend an awful lot of time building antennas, towers, and stations. So it's a full-time job for me, Mark. It's what you see there you said on QRZ. It doesn't happen overnight. Trust me. Many hours. Many hours. This station that I'm operating from right now was built in October. It actually was September and October. 6 straight weeks. About 10 to 12 hours a day. We got the 5 towers up to nearly 200 feet. We have 4 complete stations at the transmitter site, and it's an amazing location. Propagation from the coast of Maine is just amazing. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate it. Mike Zero, X-Ray Charlie Zulu, Whiskey 2 Radio Echo. Back to you for the final.
Yeah, well, it's certainly a great station. I wish you all the best, and especially to your wife, if she's there on the front line. My daughter, she's also in the health service. She's in the
Italy 04, Whiskey Oscar Alpha.
She's having mothers who are mothers-to-be coming into the hospital now who've got the virus. It is very, very frightening for the mothers. It is, but she's there with all her colleagues and everyone around the world who's in the health service. Well, we can't speak highly enough about them and their dedication. So all the best, Ray. Hopefully next time we catch up, we can talk about radio rather than virus. Whiskey 2 Radio Echo from Mike Zero X-Ray Charlie Zulu saying and all the best to
Yep, agree. Hopefully this is just a blimp on the screen. 73, take care. Mike 0, X-Ray Charlie Zulu from Whiskey 2 Radio Echo. Bye-bye.
Yeah, 73 Dragon,
Whiskey 2 Radio Echo, this is Whiskey 2, Bravo Lima Uniform.
Sugar Mike 4, Delta Echo calling.
Okay, Sugar Mike 4, Delta Echo out of Sweden. Very strong signal, 59 plus 10. Go ahead. Sugar Mike 4, Delta Echo, 59 plus 10. Go ahead.
Oh, this is SM4 Delta Echo for Whiskey 2 Radio Echo. Good morning. 59 at least. My name is Gunnar, like golf, uniform, November, Alpha, radio. Is that okay? Go ahead.
Yeah, very good, Gunnar. Yeah, you're sounding great. You're 59 plus about 5, sometime peaking 10 dB. I'm running 5 over 5 over 5. I'm on the coast of Maine, Jonesport, Maine, operating remote, running 1 kilowatt. My name is Ray, Romeo Alpha Yankee. How copy, Gunnar? Sugar Mike 4, Delta Echo in Sweden. Whiskey 2, Radio Echo.
Whiskey 2, Radio Echo. Sugar Mike 4, Delta Echo back. Excellent, Ray. 5 at 9. And what an antenna system you have. 5 over 5 over 5. Oh boy. My location is, well, let's say in the central part of Sweden. About 150 kilometers northwest of Stockholm. Not really in the central part of Sweden. In the southern part of the central part. I'm also running about 1 kW, a bit less. And the antenna is a 3-element Yagi, about 21 meters above the ground. Weather, well, come see, comes up. Temperature 11 degrees. Cloudy now, a bit windy.
Hey, Alexandra.
Not too bad. Whiskey 2, Radio Echo, SM4, Delta Echo.
Okay, Gunnar, thank you very much for all the information. You're sounding fantastic. Well, be safe, be well, and have yourself a wonderful Easter. Thank you for calling in from Sweden. Good to hear you. Sugar Mike 4, Delta Echo, Whiskey 2, Romeo Echo. Bye-bye.
Okay, Ray.
India United 4,
What do you call this
Delta, Florida.
Eastern Saturday or something. What do you call
Italy
this
Uniform 4, Delta Alpha Fox.
Okay, 73, Sugar Mike 4, Delta Echo. Thanks. People still calling. Bye-bye.
Okay, Ray. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Go.
Okay, Italy United 4, Delta America, Florida, 5 and 9 plus, over.
You're 5 and 9 plus 2 here in Bologna in northern Italy. And this is Lima India November Oscar, over.
Okay, Lino, in northern Italy, good to hear you. You're 59 plus. My name is Ray, Romeo Alpha Yankee in the state of Maine. QSL?
QSL, Ray, it's been half an hour that I listen to you, and I am listening to you, and I know that you are in New York, and your station is a remote station in the state of Maine, and it seems to me that it works very, very, very good. Many compliments for that. I'm just running 100 watts instead, and a Delta Lubolan balcony. My back to you.
Okay, Italy United 4, Delta Alpha Fox. Very good, Lino. Thank you very much for calling in. Appreciate it. The 73, take care. Nice to hear you. Bye-bye, my friend.
Bye-bye. Have a happy Easter to you and to your family.
Okay, 73. Bye-bye.
Mike,
Germany 4, Oscar Whiskey Tango G40WT calling.
Okay, QRX, one moment. Stand by. Okay, my wife just texted me. She's not feeling good right now. She's got 102 temperature. She says she's taken it several times. She doesn't have Tylenol. Yeah, I think my wife got infected from the place she's working. She says I'm freezing. She feels nauseous. This is not good. I'm going to tell her to call the doctor. Yeah, so my wife is taking care of COVID patients, and now she's not feeling well. Of course, we knew this was going to happen, right? That's why we came up to the mountains to self-isolate. Hopefully it's not too bad. Anyway, I'm going to jump on out of here. See what's going on with the wife here. She just texted and see what's going on. This is Ray, W2RE. I'll be back later.